Okay, here are the basic steps in Premiere to do the zebra dancing video. All right, first thing you're going to want to do, oh yeah, this does slow the computer down a lot, like almost completely frozen. Cool. The first thing you're going to do is download the zebra dancing footage off of Schoology. I have done that and placed it in a zebra Flashmob folder, okay? And then you can minimize Schoology out of your way. Wow, this might not work at all. Is truly wild. It's like 10 minutes behind everything I'm trying to do. Great, okay. Then we open Premiere Pro. That might take a second. I opened it already, and I'm going to get a new project. It's going to ask me a bunch of stuff. We're going to call it Zebra. Oh, it's not even taking keyboard input. This is great. And then here is the location where I'm saving it, so I'm going to actually save it into my folder. You can save yours on your flash drive, but I have a folder on my desktop that I'm putting mine in. Visual design. Okay. And I just let it do what it automatically does when I set up the project. Just let it open. Okay. So there are a bunch of different menus up here. You'll pick the Effects tab over here, so it's probably going to open up, if it's the first time you're opening it in this computer, it'll open up in the Learning tab, which has a whole bunch of stuff over here. It's like a completely different layout, but what I want you to do is move into the Effects layout right here. So let's click on that, and you'll have your project over here. This will be the sequence, right, and this will be the timeline. So the first thing we can do is drag the zebra video into this import media bin right here, okay? So I come grab dancing zebra and I bring him over here. He's gonna drop in there. This zebra footage is 23 minutes long, so you're not gonna use all of it. To start a sequence, I can just drag this video into the timeline, and it will create a sequence, which is what this little guy is with the many layers, okay? That's a sequence. It'll create that sequence now over here. This I probably want to rename. So if I slide down, if I right-click and slide down, I can rename this to, okay, Silly Zebra Flashmob. So this is the whole piece of footage. You should preview it to find out which piece of this footage you want to have dancing around, okay? Once you've chosen that section of zebra footage, then you can trim by grabbing on the little handle the footage to the length of the song that you've chosen, right? So I haven't talked about a song yet, but there will be one. You will choose it. It'll be great, right? So we're going to trim this all down. That's something you can kind of figure out on your own. So you want to import a song in the same way. Once you have an MP3 for a song, you can drag it into this project and then drag it into the timeline so that there's a song component. We also are going to actually move the zebra itself up one layer so that there can be some sort of a background image behind it. That works the same way. So if you import an image file over here, then you can drag it into the timeline and it will show up right here. You can extend it the same way that we trimmed, right? So if you grab on something, you can extend it or trim it, and it'll adjust in its size, okay? So the last thing I'm going to show you how to do, like legit in this video, is keying, color keying, which is the thing we're basically learning, right? You're welcome to have multiple zebras. You can do that after you do this color key. So you'll come over here to Video Effects, open up that folder, and then you'll find the folder for keying, and then we're going to choose Ultra Key as our color key option. And once you can grab it, you just drop it over the footage that you want to key. Your computers are not allowed to screen record in After Effects, which means that you can't just color dropper the way that I will be able to. So I can come over here to this little arrow, click Effect Controls, And then that effect should appear here because it is attached to the zebra footage. There it is, right? So if I scroll down here to Ultra Key, right, there it is. And I want to choose the color to key out right here, okay? You'll pick up this eyedropper. It will not do this thing, okay? So let's see, I want to grant this access. I do want to do that. You can't do it on your computer because you are not ASA. So I'm just going to click deny and adjust it in a minute. So I was able to pick up with my eyedropper, click on the green of the background, right? And it almost completely went away, which is exactly what I want to have happen. You are not probably able to just do that. In order for you to get to that green, you're going to want to click on this little guy here, then click on this eyedropper and click on the green of the background, and that will color key out the green screen. So now, although it looks like your zebra is on a black background, he's actually on a transparent background. So whatever image file you put underneath him is going to now shine through, and you can even duplicate him and turn him into a legit flash mob of many zebras dancing together, okay? If you want to change his scale or position on the screen, you come over here, you do that in this motion scale tab, right? This is all, again, in the effects controls. And you have access to also a timeline. This is very compressed, but if you want to see it bigger, you can grab right here where my arrow is not letting me grab right now and slide your screen a little wider open. But that'll let you use the same kinds of tools we did in After Effects with the stopwatch and actually animate those pieces as well. So the assignment is at least one zebra on a background with a song, right? So your background will go here on this V1 track. Your song will probably go on like A2, and then you'll trim it all down to the right size. Once you've done all of that, you can export this file, and that is done by going to the File menu, clicking Export, Media, okay? And then you're going to choose a destination. You're going to choose where it's going to save it. And you're also going to choose H.264 as the file type. And I just did it, and it is so slow because I'm screen recording. Wow. Let's try again. Yeah, it might not play nice with me. When you open up this window, you'll see a little window that says QuickTime at the top. On that, you choose H.264 instead. And then right below it, there will be an underlined file name, and that will tell you your destination or where it's exporting that file to. You'll want to send it to the same folder that your file is in already. And that is it for this Zebra Flashmob project. It's just a quick key and a basic familiarity with Premiere. Let me know when you have questions. Thanks, friends.